Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Will Colton Underwood's son watch The Bachelor? Former Bachelor Colton Underwood welcomed his first son with his husband Jordan C. Brown on September 26. Bishop Colton Brown Underwood has already stolen both of his dad's hearts. They are savoring every moment with him and forming a strong bond with their son. When speaking with US Weekly recently, the subject of Colton's past football career as well as his time on The Bachelor came up. Will he and Jordan allow their son to watch the show when he's older? Keep reading to see what Colton had to say. US Weekly spoke with Colton Underwood about his newborn son Bishop and how it's been being a father. When it comes down to it, he is not hiding anything from the past, present or future from his little boy. Underwood said, "There's no hiding. I definitely live my life differently in a way of understanding that my son is going to be watching me when he grows up. I try to make him proud in everything that I do. That's sort of been my North Star with the trajectory of my career right now. When all is said and done, I want to make entertainment and I want to make this place and this world a better place and more loving and understanding." Colton had previously played football and was even drafted into the NFL. In 2019, he became The Bachelor. In the end, it never worked out and he eventually came out as gay. As far as if Bishop will be able to watch his father during his time on the show, Colton shared his thoughts. He said, "And I definitely think if my son wants to watch The Bachelor, he can when it's appropriate. And then, football-wise too. It would be a dream of mine for him to play. But, we'll see once it gets there if that's an interest of his." Colton Underwood also shared if he and Jordan want more children. He said it's something they talk about. For the time being, they just want to focus on Bishop. However, they do want to grow their family in the future. Neither of them are opposed to having one or two more babies. It's a dream come true for Underwood. He always wanted to be a father but wasn't sure it would ever happen since he was gay. Now, his dreams are coming true. What do you think about Colton saying he will not keep anything from his son and will let him watch The Bachelor when he's older if he wants to? Colton Underwood, former football star turned reality TV icon, rose to fame as The Bachelor's leading man. His journey was marked by charm, controversy, and a groundbreaking personal revelation. Now happily married to his husband, Jordan C. Brown, the couple is embracing a new chapter of their lives as fathers. The question on everyone's lips, though, has a twist of meta-irony: will Colton Underwood's son grow up to watch his dad's season of The Bachelor? The weight of legacy. For Colton and Jordan, parenting is about instilling values, creating a nurturing environment, and cherishing their son's individuality. Yet, raising a child with one parent who was once the poster boy for a heterosexual dating show poses intriguing dilemmas. Colton's season of The Bachelor wasn't just a regular installment of the hit series, it was a cultural phenomenon. His dramatic leap over a fence in a moment of vulnerability became an instant meme, encapsulating the raw, unpolished emotions that sometimes peek through the heavily edited veneer of reality TV. It was a season that drew attention to love's complexities, though it would later take on a new meaning as Colton publicly came out as gay. When reflecting on whether his son will one day watch that pivotal chapter of his life, Colton often feels torn. "Part of me wants him to know that every step of my journey made me who I am today," Colton shared in a recent interview. "But I also wonder if he'll just roll his eyes and think, 'Dad, that's so weird.'" Reality TV versus reality parenting. Colton and Jordan, known for their progressive parenting ideals, want to give their son freedom while guiding him through life's contradictions. The juxtaposition of Colton's time on The Bachelor, a show rooted in conventional ideas of love, with his life today is a testament to personal growth. Jordan, ever the pragmatist, approaches the subject with humor and practicality. By the time our son is old enough to care about The Bachelor, reality TV might be entirely different, Jordan jokes. Or he might be more interested in whatever crazy hologram dating show exists by then. However, Jordan recognizes that their son might naturally be curious about his dad's public persona. I think it's less about whether he'll watch and more about how we'll explain it. It's a piece of history, but it doesn't define us. A lesson in authenticity. For Colton, his journey from a closeted young athlete to a reality TV star navigating public scrutiny, and finally, to a happily married man living his truth holds powerful lessons he hopes to impart to his son. I want him to see that it's okay to evolve, Colton explains. I lived a version of my life that wasn't authentic for a long time, and that's part of my story. I want him to understand that growth and self-discovery are part of life. Watching The Bachelor might not just be about cringe-worthy moments or over-the-top drama for Colton's son. It could serve as a lens into a world that shaped his father, offering lessons about vulnerability, resilience, and the courage it takes to forge a new path. What will his son think? Children are notorious for seeing their parents in a light that no one else does. They might admire them, rebel against them, or more often than not find them embarrassingly uncool. Imagine the scene: Colton's teenage son, sprawled on the couch, remote in hand, scrolling through endless streaming options. With a smirk, he stumbles across The Bachelor and Colton's season. "Dad, is this really you?" he might ask, incredulous. Colton, cringing but laughing, might reply, "Yep, that's me." Believe it or not, people actually watched this. There's a chance his son might find the whole thing hilarious, a relic of a bygone era where roses symbolized romantic intentions, and dramatic soundtracks heightened every glance. Or, he might find it poignant, understanding that his dad's public search for love was part of a larger story that led to the family they now share. A modern fairy tale. Colton and Jordan's story is a modern fairy tale. It's about breaking barriers, finding true love, and redefining what family means. While The Bachelor might seem like an odd chapter in the context of their lives today, it's also a testament to the winding paths that love can take. Their son might grow up learning that love doesn't always look like a straight line. It's messy, unpredictable, and sometimes requires jumping fences literally and metaphorically. Reality TV as a time capsule. In many ways, The Bachelor serves as a time capsule of a specific moment in Colton's life. For his son, it might feel like peering into a different world, one where his dad was still figuring out who he was. Will Colton's son binge-watch the season with friends and popcorn, dissecting every awkward date and dramatic confrontation, or will he simply shrug and move on, more interested in his own adventures? Colton and Jordan are prepared for either scenario. At the end of the day, it's just TV, Colton says. What matters most is that our son knows he's loved, supported, and encouraged to be himself. A future episode. In a poetic twist, perhaps the ultimate tribute to Colton's journey wouldn't be his son watching The Bachelor, but creating a life that embodies the best lessons from it. Openness, vulnerability, and the courage to leap into the unknown, those are the qualities Colton hopes to pass on. And who knows, maybe one day Colton's son will have his own adventures worth capturing on camera. Whether or not they involve roses, dramatic music, or fences, his parents will be cheering him on every step of the way. A legacy of love. At its core, the question of whether Colton Underwood's son will watch The Bachelor is less about the show itself and more about the legacy it represents. For Colton, that legacy isn't about fame or drama, it's about embracing authenticity, celebrating love in all its forms, and creating a future where his son feels empowered to write his own story. And if he does watch, well, Colton might just pull out a blanket, sit beside him, and say, "Let me tell you how all this led to you."